Amaka was cutting the grasses in her farm, and a strange lady passed by, walking aimlessly and also very tired. Amaka saw her and offered to give her some water. Her name she introduced as Nkechi, saying that she has been walking around this village for a while and nobody has offered water or anything at all. Amaka said, well, you know how the country is, everybody is strong and also very aware of themselves and also scared of people. So you can't blame anybody if sometime one does not offer to help. Nkechi said, well, I kind of understand, but thank you so much for the water. I'm so hungry. I don't know what to do. Amaka offered to give her some food if she can only wait for a while until she's done with what she's doing on the farm. After that, Amaka and Nkechi walked to her house and Amaka gave Nkechi some food item to eat. After eating, Nkechi pleaded with Amaka if she can be of any help in terms of house help, cleaning, anything. Amaka said she can't offer anything to her at this moment, but if she insists, then she can help her on the farm. Okay, she immediately agreed, said, I can do that. So after that, Amaka gave her an accommodation and offered to be her friend. Nkechi agreed immediately, and after that, Amaka and Nkechi always go to the farm to do everything on the farm. And with that, days goes by, weeks goes by, months goes by. Amaka and Nkechi became super close, super friendly. After months and 6 months exactly, Nkechi called Amaka to the side and have a heart-to-heart conversation with her and said, Amaka, I just want to thank you so much for everything you've done for me. I don't know and I can't picture anybody doing whatever you have done for me in the past few months. In fact, I want to call you my sister that I never had. Let me be open up to you. I lost my parents when our village was raided by bandits and I ran away from my life. I'm an orphan now and thank you so much. I don't even know how to put it, but thank you. Amaka said, don't worry. You have been good to us so far. You've been helpful so far. Whenever I'm not around, you take care of my mother, and my mother sees you as a home daughter as well. So you are welcome. Don't worry, Nkechi said. Yes, I have to be thankful. I can't imagine my life without your help. I'll call you my sister from now on. So Amaka said, yes, you are welcome to call me your sister. You are also my sister. My mom loves you just like her daughter. So yes, you are my sister. Nkechi and Amaka made a promise to each other to be there for each other, and of course they called each other sisters. Amaka and Nkechi were on the farm one day when a man called Moses walked by and approached them, offered to help, but both ladies refused. Moses said, okay, I'll wait for you. After waiting and they were done with what they were doing on the farm, Moses approached Nkechi and said, I like you so much. You're so beautiful. You know what? I'll be visiting you all the time in the house. I know where Amaka lives and I'm sure you live with her. Immediately Amaka said, yeah, she's my sister. She lives with us. What do you mean you want to visit her? Don't worry, when I come you will know, said Moses. After that, Moses has always visiting them on the farm, but Nkechi is not interested in whatever Moses is offering. One day, Amaka said, Nkechi, don't you think Moses is interested in you? He wants to marry you. Nkechi said, he hasn't said anything like that. Well, Amaka said, he doesn't need to say. You can see what he has been doing for you so far in the last few weeks. And he has been buying gifts for you in the possible way he can. When mom is sick and you go to his pharmacy, he gives you drugs freely for her medications. Nkechi said, well, yes, he has been doing all that and He hasn't opened his mouth to say he's interested in me. Again, Amaka said, he doesn't need to say it. His actions speaks louder than words. Nkechi said, well, I need him to open his mouth and say it. So Moses has been doing all this good thing for Nkechi to notice. But again, Nkechi is not interested in Moses. Mama's health was not getting any better because they needed huge amount of money to take her to a proper hospital to do a thorough checkup on her. The medicine they get from the pharmacy is not doing justice to her health. It's just temporary and her health just getting worse. So Mama said, Amaka, why don't you go to the city, and this is the address to my younger sister's house in the city, and go and ask her for some money for my health. Amaka said, yes, I know your sister. I don't know why I've called severally. She picks the call and cut, and she doesn't want to hear. So I think with this, I need to go and visit her, and then maybe I'll get some money for your health. Amaka went to the city, leaving her mom in the care of Nkechi. When she got to the city, Auntie Cynthia immediately was not happy to see Amaka. Again, Amaka explained everything, reason why she is in the house. Cynthia said, you can enter the house and be in the house for a while, but I don't have the kind of money you want me to give. Amaka could not believe it. Next day, Amaka said, I've been in this house for more than 24 hours and you haven't spoke to me about why I'm here. I thought we spoke yesterday. Okay, well, what is the problem? Amaka explained everything once again, and his Auntie Cynthia said, you know what? I don't have the money. When I have the money, I'll give you. Amaka could not believe it. Amaka said, but you live in this big mansion and I've been seeing that you make some calls and you're talking about a huge amount of money. Well, that money is for my business. I can't give you that money to take care of my sister. After 2 days in the house, again, Amaka could not believe that Auntie Cynthia is not willing to give her the money to take care of her own sister, her mother. So Amaka said, if you're not going to give me the money, tell me. Immediately, Auntie Cynthia said, look, when you were younger, you know how your mom behaved. She married a rich man. We told her that this is the way to fight these people to get all the property and money. But she was so gentle, so good, and they threw her out of the house. And now she's poor, and she's not living in the village. She did herself. When we, as siblings, were telling her the right thing to do, she brushes off and think that the world is righteous and everybody has to do the right thing. By the books, this is the way she's paying to herself. Amaka said, well, yeah, she did the right thing, but, well, it's life. Cynthia said, well, we're telling her the right thing, and she thought doing things by the book is the right thing. I can't give her what I have suffered to labor for. After my husband died and I took everything, I fought hard until to get what I want. She was supposed to fight her husband people as well, but she didn't. So I don't have the money. If I have, I'll give. Amaka could not believe it. So she said, anything you have, you give me. Auntie said, okay, I promise, just a few days, anything I have, I'll give you. Whilst all this was going on in the city, a young gentleman came to the village, and his name is Tony. He immediately went to the pharmacy that happens to belong to Moses. Moses and Tony are friends way back in the university days, so they know each other. Whilst they were gisting and trying to catch up, Nkechi came to the pharmacy for some drugs for her mother. It was an emergency, so Tony immediately offered to drive her back to the house, and that would help quickly. Immediately, Nkechi accepted the ride. They got to the house, and Tony, seeing the mother's condition, he offered to give some financial assistance. Immediately took the mom to the hospital, and they took good care of her. Nkechi thanked Tony so much that he has been able to save her mother from dying. Tony said, it's nothing, I'm just offering to help. After that, Nkechi and Tony got super close. Tony was developing feelings for Nkechi. He did not waste much time at all. After weeks in the village, Tony told Nkechi that he is interested in her and wants her to be his girlfriend, and also not just girlfriend, he will marry her. Nkechi did not waste time and wanted to think about it just few days. After this confrontation, after this conversation, Moses noticed that Tony and Nkechi are close. Immediately approached Tony and said, "Wait, what are you doing with Nkechi?" Tony said, "I love her. I like her. She's not in any relationship that I know of. I've asked her. She said she's single." Moses could not believe his ears. So after that conversation, he went to Nkechi and said, "Wait, so Nkechi, after everything I've done for you, you are interested in my friend?" Nkechi said, "You didn't tell me you are interested in me. You were kind to me. You were a good friend to me." Moses could not believe his ears. Then he went back to his pharmacy thinking about the whole situation, how he's been betrayed by Nkechi and Tony. Tony and Nkechi got super close and they started their relationship on a good note. Moses, on the other hand, was not happy, so he gave himself sense and then withdrew a little bit back from Nkechi and of course Tony as well. Tony visited one day and was so happy that Mama is now back on her feet and doing so well. Mama thanked Tony for being so kind and taking care of her health and how he helped her health and also Nkechi as well. So after everything, Nkechi received a call from Amaka and Amaka updated Nkechi on everything that Auntie Cynthia has put her through and that she'll be coming to the village on Sunday. Nkechi also told Amaka about everything that's happened and said that God sends a good Samaritan to her or to them who has made sure that their mom is better. So their mom is far better now. Amaka said, "Wow, I would love to meet this good Samaritan." Nkechi also immediately said, "This good Samaritan is my boyfriend and he wants to marry me." Amaka was so happy for her sister and said, "Sunday, don't worry, when I come, you tell me everything." On Sunday, Amaka came back to the village with a little money that Auntie Cynthia gave her. She gave update to her mom and they were also happy to see her that she is back to the village. After updating, Mama said, "Yeah, your auntie, my sister is right. I should have thought my in-laws had to retain all my husband's property. But it is what it is. Life goes on. Thanks her for at least giving you something for my health." Amaka said, "Yeah, I understand. But she was supposed to make sure that you are okay. You are the only family remaining of her. If she can't take care of you, who will?" After that, Nkechi also updated Amaka about everything that has happened. They were all happy that things at least was getting better with the help of this strange good Samaritan. Nkechi said, "This man's name is Tony and he is my boyfriend. I've called him and he's on his way coming." Tony came to the compound and immediately saw Amaka. That was a shocker. Amaka said, "Wait, this is the Tony you're talking about?" Nkechi said, "Yes, he's my boyfriend." Tony said, "Wait, Amaka is your sister?" "Yes." Confusion here and there. Immediately, the news broke that Tony and Amaka have been dating. They were actually going to get married. They were fiancés few years ago when they were doing their youth service. But they lost contact after the youth service ended. Nkechi could not believe it. "Okay, that was years ago, right?" Amaka and Tony said, "Yes, but we are fiancés. We were engaged and about to get married." "Okay, but do you still love each other?" They were both silent. After that, Nkechi left and Tony also left. There was confusion here. Amaka had to go to her mom and explain everything that has just happened. Amaka said, "I love Tony. I'm not sure if he loves me too, but I don't know what to do." Nkechi was also confused. Tony was confused. After that incident, they met again. This time, Tony said to Nkechi, Tony was confused, but he wasn't all that confused. He told Nkechi that, "Now that you know Amaka was the girl I was with, I told you earlier before we even got into a relationship." "Yes. And at this moment that I've met her, I have realized that I still love her and I don't think I can do without her. We have to end our relationship. Now, because I still love Amaka. I know you both are sisters, but I love Amaka. Nkechi could not believe her ears that after all these few weeks is going to end on that note. She angrily left the car. Tony then went to Moses to apologize for everything that has happened and updated him on what is going on with him and the two sisters. Moses was like, well, I don't know what to say to you. This is your problem. Immediately, Tony apologized and said, look, not that my girlfriend is back. She was the reason why I even came to this village. So, now that I've met her, I am going back to my girlfriend, Amaka. Nkechi, I'm not too sure. I really love her like that. Moses said, well, I'm happy at least you find your true love. That is good for you. And I understand. Hopefully, the two sisters can resolve this as well. Amaka and Nkechi, on the other hand, were not talking. Nkechi is so angry at Amaka and Tony. She's not speaking to anybody in the house. But one day, Tony came to the house once again to tell them officially that he is choosing Amaka because they've been together years in the camp and he proposed to and she accepted. So Nkechi has to understand she has no option. Whilst listening to that, Nkechi just walked out angrily. Mama looked on and understand that if she was also in Nkechi's shoes, she would definitely be angry. So Tony and Maka should give Nkechi some time. She will come around. They understand. So whilst Nkechi was just walking aimlessly angry, Moses approached her and said, I've been told about whatever is happening in your household. I understand you're angry, but I think this is the time for you to also take life in your own hands. Your sister definitely love is love. They'll choose each other. And I'm sure you really don't love Tony like that. Maybe you like him, but you don't love him like that because he was just there for you, helping your mom, and you think it's convenient. It's not really love. If you think about it, this is the time. And you know I'm here for you. Whatever you need, I'll help. After that conversation, Nkechi went home still angry, but didn't know what to do. So Amaka tried to have a conversation with Nkechi, but that was not going as planned because Nkechi is still angry. Amaka said, I know you're angry, but it is what it is. I love Tony and Tony loves me. We are choosing each other. We are getting married soon. Nkechi was not interested in that conversation at all. Mama tried to come in and have conversation with Nkechi. As respect, out of respect, Nkechi listened so well and said, this is betrayal, but I understand. If they want to choose each other, I'll take my own part. After all, I am not part of this family. You guys were just helping, so I understand everything. She tried to emotional blackmail them, but it is what it is. Nkechi one day just sitting down quietly, and Moses approached and said, look, I like you. I am officially opening my mouth to tell you I like you. I'm not even in this village to be permanent. This is one of my businesses that I've opened. I have a bigger shop in Lagos. If you want to go to Lagos, you said you want to study nursing. I can sponsor your nursing, and whenever you're ready to get married to me, I'll do that. Nkechi was confused that, wait, you want to do all of that for me? Moses said, yes, of course, I'll do all of that for you. Why not? I like you. I truly do. All is well. I was just not courageous enough to say it to you. So if you want to go to nursing, I'll sponsor it. In this village, I'll have one of my boys to come to this pharmacy and take care of it, and I'll go back to the village, to the city with you if you want to. So all this while, I'll do that for you. So Nkechi thinking about it, and after some few days, she accepted to take the offer and also told Amaka and Mama about her plans to leave. Few days later, she was ready to leave. She thanked Amaka and said that to bless her and Tony's relationship, she forgave herself and forgive them, and also thanked Mama for accepting her to be part of the family, and that she hold no grudges. She understands love is love. Maybe this is a way of God making her own part as well, putting Moses in her path, and Moses is a blessing to her and she never all this was saw it. So she's not holding any grudges against Tony or Amaka. She's rather grateful for them, and also that she is able to call them family. Mama was happy that in the end, the two girls have make up and they do not break their friendship or relationship because of a man. This, Amaka said, I am happy that you are also happy. And I'm happy that you understand and do not destroy what we have. They both hugged and forgave each other. Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recaps.